Okay, so this is going to be a new way of doing the class, but I didn't want to miss out on some of the extra bits that happen in class. So we're doing stuffed peppers this time, and we're using barley. So I wanted to use barley because it's something that probably doesn't get often used these days. Those of us of a certain age may remember quite often if we had a lamb stew, there was always barley in it. So for vegetarians, that especially if you're not eating meat, so some of the benefits that barley give are quite essential. So there are 9 main benefits of barley. So one is to do with your heart, the fibre, the antioxidants and the minerals in barley support cardiovascular well-being, helps to manage cholesterol levels and your blood pressure. For your gut, it has a mixture of soluble and insoluble fibre, so it helps to regulate bowel movements and to keep that biome inside the gut at a healthy balance. It's good for helping you feel full as well. You notice we don't have to use a lot, and it has quite a bit of bulk, so this can help in managing weight as well. So the fibre content in barley helps stabilise blood sugar levels, so it helps against resilience to insulin. So if you're diabetic, it's a good thing to have in your diet. We've also said about weight management, because it does satisfy you and fill you up. It's mineral rich, so it does help with your bones. So it has calcium, magnesium and phosphorus, which helps with bone density and resilience. So these can reduce the risk of factors. So if you're getting a bit older, where especially for women where bone density is prone to reduce as you get older, this is good to help. It's high in vitamins A, C and E, as well as zinc and selenium, which helps to boost your immune system. It boosts energy because of the complex carbohydrates. It has a high antioxidant value, so we've got vitamin E, selenium and phenolic compounds which help and support skin health and also brain health. So we have vitamin B6, B12, folate, iron and omega-3 fatty acids. So something quite humble, I think, as far as some of the grains go, but we can see it has a high nutritional value for us to use. So I think most of the recipes that we see, or a lot we see, we're used to using rice. So barley makes a nice change to use. So just gonna see if I can find the recipe. You'll have it in the group. I'm just going to get up here and talk about some of the substitutions if you need to. Right, so let's go home. Barley stuffed peppers. So the mixture will make more than it's suggesting. Depends on the size of your peppers. I think the pack that I had, the peppers were fairly small, so I could have used more, and if I'd had more peppers here I would have gone on and filled more peppers. The bits that I had left I have frozen, and that's going to be good enough for a meal in itself, or else it can be used with jacket potatoes or something afterwards. So we've got pearl barley, onion, mushrooms. So you can use whatever mushrooms, you can use a mixture of mushrooms. I had chestnut mushrooms, which were quite nice. but you just use what you've got. Garlic, then you've got oregano, basil, thyme. If you don't have those, you could use some Italian seasoning, that'd be just as good. We've got smoked paprika, so that helps with the nutty taste. You could use ordinary paprika, but you probably wouldn't get the same effect from it. Cherry tomatoes or salad tomatoes, I use 2 tomatoes, so depending on how many you want, you can add more if you need to. Then it's white beans. Cannellini beans would have been my favourite. I didn't have them, so I used kidney beans. So you could use chickpeas, you could use other types of beans, so it is a very flexible recipe. So I hope that's a good introduction. I'll go through and you can see the video of me cooking it. You can speed it through if you want to. You could ignore it altogether if you want to, but if you wanted to see how to prepare the different vegetables, you can pick out the pieces that you need, and also to see the look of the finished item as it's cooking. You might want to dip in and out. Look forward to seeing all your photos later, and I'll be back next week with another recipe. So happy cooking, I hope you enjoy it.